Welcome back to the garage slash print studio, and this is going to be a set of demonstrations for the solar plate etchings. And like before, we're going to start with our materials here. So I've got several different things laid out that I'm going to go through. When you receive your solar plate, it should come wrapped in black plastic, probably neater than that because it's been wrapped and unwrapped before, but you definitely do not want to unwrap it until you're ready to start working because it's photosensitive, which is why it's wrapped in the black plastic to keep the light from getting to it. I've got my plate here. This is when I'm sacrificing for the sake of the demonstration, so I'm not worried about it lying out there because it is currently being ruined by the light coming through the window. And then I've got a couple of different tools laid out here. I've got a set of tin snips, and if you have access to a set of these in your toolbox, fantastic. If you don't, we can get by with a set of scissors, and you're going to need something to scrub with, and I like to keep old toothbrushes around so that I can use them to clean little things or to do projects like this. So a toothbrush will work just fine. And I have got here a fine point Sharpie. So you can see that's a pretty fine point right there. A regular Sharpie can work, but it is not optimal. So, the difference between these two tips is going to make all the difference. So try to find yourself a fine point Sharpie or art marker, something that will be able to mark on the coating that the plate arrives with. So let's actually talk about the plate itself for a second. Thin metal plate. It is supplied with a protective covering, and you can peel that off. So that comes right off, and it's transparent. We're going to use this a little bit later. And then the plate itself is coated with a polymer, which is kind of a faint gray-green color. Just a little bit different, you can see from the silver of the plate itself. And this part is the photosensitive part. And we've got to protect these, several different ways throughout this process to keep them from becoming exposed to light as we prepare our drawing and get ready to actually make the image. So, like I say, this one's shot. All right, I've already exposed it, so do not be handling them, out in the open like I'm doing right here. Otherwise, they are going definitely to be ruined, and you will not get an image off of those. So those are the materials that we're going to be using, and we will come back and talk about actually making the drawing and then exposing it in the next section.